Antonia, and this is my series Alternative Stories, where I explore the books, films, and versions of Greek myths which have really stuck with me for being different. Tonight I'm focusing on the ancient Greek myths surrounding the Trojan War and the alternative story of their place in real, lived, and experienced history. When I mention the Trojan War, many of you might have immediately thought of Helen and Paris, Achilles and Agamemnon, and Odysseus's long journey home. The narratives of Homer's 8th century BC texts, the Iliad and the Odyssey, have been passed down and treasured for countless generations, becoming an integral part of our society and culture. But in these stories, where is the line between fact and fiction? Councils of the gods, huge one-eyed cyclopses, sea monsters and sirens may be the workings of Homer's imagination. But what can the stories of the Iliad and the Odyssey tell us about the real time they were set in, the Mycenaean Bronze Age, around the 12th century BC? The Mycenaean Age was a period of flourishing cities and civilizations, which all suddenly disappeared around the same time as the Iliad and Odyssey were set, in what is known as the Bronze Age collapse. No one really knows the reason for the sudden decline into a long dark age, where even writing disappeared, though many theories have been put forward. It is this societal collapse which may be subtly represented by Homer. The city of Troy was a real place, with archaeological evidence suggesting that it was sacked around the same time as the mythical Trojan War. However, the reason for this may not have been so entertaining as revenge for the abduction of a beautiful woman, but rather a desperate effort to conquer the last prosperous city by a dying civilization. Instead of a glorified campaign by the unified forces of Greeks in their prime, the Trojan War was rather a grab for the richest city in the region still left standing, an attempt to revive the Mycenaean Age before its eventual collapse. This would explain the anticlimactic ending of the Iliad. Although the Greeks won, what did they actually achieve? The great Troy was now in ruins, and the heroes either dead or about to return home. However, many of the heroes, and even regular soldiers, did not even hold the hope of their nostos, meaning homecoming in Greek. Achilles voices this when he says, "My journey home is gone, but my glory never dies. If I voyage back to the fatherland I love, my pride, my glory dies." Even those that do attempt the journey home, like Odysseus in the Odyssey, have a hard time actually achieving their nostos. Odysseus returns late, having lost all his comrades, and finds trouble in his home. And Agamemnon returns to be killed on arrival by his wife, Clytemnestra. This paints the picture that, as Roderick Beaton writes in his book, The Greeks, the effort to conquer Troy had been the last gasp of a dying age, one where the Greek heroes struggle to return back home, or even do not wish to, choosing instead to end their life and civilization in glory.